Like this. What do you think? Just do it like this? Like I'm reading bullshit?
Yeah, you good. Hey, you should put your fucking your silver window cover like right behind your head, so it looks like so it like blocks out the backlight pushing through behind you because the sun's shining through.
I got a better one right here, Cody.
Yeah, there you go.
1 second.
Yeah,
There we go. Now I can see the park too, but
that's what I'm talking about.
let's get this shit up better than that. That's close
Oh,
enough, right?
live. It popped us in, player. Andrew, let's
Sheesh!
go. Preview over. We've been 1 minute live.
1 minute live. We're here with your boy LA Double in the
You know,
place.
fresh to death.
Yeah, we're about to get the live scoop today. He hasn't told anyone this stuff. How you doing, my boy?
Doing wonderful, man. Doing wonderful.
It's
Give
great
me
to hear.
one. You know what? Give me one second. I fucked up.
We're gonna do in 1 second. Let him set up. I gotta get set up myself. Let's go, Andrew. Let me see if I made you mod yet. I think I did. You are managing mod. I ain't gonna be looking at these fucking mods or comments or whatever. You're gonna have to do that for me, buddy boy. So yeah, we're gonna be finding out what Double's really got going on, huh? Gee, I got all kinds of shit going on trying to fucking deal with. There we go. I'm gonna leave it like that. Oh, I gotta turn off my car. Oh, let's turn it off. I can make it. All right. Gotta hide this LA crap. What do you do, Gringo? You have made it to the most alive. LA's getting set up. We're about to do this interview, find out the real deal. We'll cover up that LA. I'm not taking your boy's identity. It's Magnum, not LA. Shit. What are you doing tonight, Gringo? Chilling? And you're gonna be on some real modding shit, you pothead. It's alright, we all good. For whatever reason, when I go on here, I make my eyes all big. People think I'm all spracked out or something. I can't like not do that when I look into the camera. My skills is toy. I don't even know what my skills is. Oh man, I wonder what everybody's got for us. Those thumbnails were freaking dope, dude. Good job. I do pretty good with those too, but I didn't have no time. You really hooked it up. Thank you, Andrew. That was dope. Send them
Fucking
over.
bullshit, man. I was trying to get my fucking AirPods so I could hear you without the backdrop, and apparently nobody knows how to help me fucking find anything in this house. So
Oh, tell me about it. I got the same situation going on. So it's almost 5. Are we gonna start doing this interview, or we want to wait a minute, let people roll in? What do you think, bub?
Um,
Double.
where were they? On the microwave. Okay, my point exactly.
There we go. We got our homeboy getting hooked up. Nerd, that boy is dope.
What's popping with the folks, man? How we
What you
living?
guys doing? How you
Don't
guys
hey, don't
living?
don't pop off about the rims, bro. Those my not guilty goggles, player. You know what I'm talking about? We gotta keep it fresh.
We got Gringo added him as a mod too.
Grang, what's up, player? That's the
Hey,
boy
Gringo,
Cooley.
you made it. All right, so we're gonna get this popping, double.
Let's
This is
go.
This is your boy Magnum coming up live for you guys. I'm glad you're all here. Got my boys Andrew and Gringo as mods. They're up in here. Yeah, laugh it up, my guys. um, all right. So Double, what we want to know, you're a rapper, right? How long you been rapping? Start off there.
So let's see. I first started rapping in, let's say, 2004. My homie died in 2005, so I was going to the studio for about a year before he died. Was just in there kind of doing little like you know, not even a whole feature, just kind of like a couple bars on some shit, or kind of just spitting before the shit would start. And then the homie died at a party, and we all kind of got together and made a little track, and then his brother started a record label, and it kind of just went from there.
It went from there. You blew up. I mean, you be doing big on YouTube.
Yeah, so we were doing a lot of localized shows. This was back when we were like our network was kind of MySpace. Like, it was before Facebook, it was before, I mean, it's 20 years ago. So it was before all that shit started really popping off. So it was more or less like you would get a hold of like local A&R, like boosters that would push your music out and fucking like run your shit through other venues and try to see if you could get like an open spot or an open gig for somebody
Right,
that's performing local. And then we kind of went from doing that to booking and creating our own venue. And it would usually be like two or three other local artists would go on, and
uh-huh.
then we would go on as like a group. There was like 11 of us all under kind of the same kind of label, I
Label.
guess. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? So there was like 11 of us under the same label. So we would all kind of catch that time slot. Like, we would have a bunch of featured songs that would come in where it was like three or four of us on each track. We'd run that back, and then we would have like the headliner come on after that, which was usually someone bigger from the area.
Right.
Now, I could tell you, we did we did one show where shit went sour. So let's start at the beginning. So we threw a show. It was at a hall. We had Selly Cell was the main, and RBL
Sheesh.
Posse. So we had Selly Cell and RBL Posse. Those were the
Yeah.
main two headlining. And then it
Right.
was only two other groups under them. It was us and one before us. But at that show, they etched me out. I was just a tattoo dude at that time. I wasn't really like, I was on a couple of the tracks, but I wasn't really like foot in the game yet. You know what
You
I'm
weren't
saying? I
front.
just,
You weren't front man.
yeah, I knew everybody. I was fucking with everybody, but I wasn't really like putting myself out there. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah.
once that once that kind of pop, they pulled me up on stage and had me jump in for my little verse that was in there and shit. And then that kind of like, it almost went from them like kind of looking at me as like just a tattoo dude who kind of comes in and fucks around, to like almost like a recognition of sorts. You know what I'm saying? So it went from there to we did the next show. The next show had it had Turf Talk, it had RBL Posse, it had the Jacka, the Mob Figures, and I want to say it was Coolio the Underdog. BTH was another little fucking, shouldn't have even named them, little group in the area. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Look at
Yeah,
they.
yeah, just some some more bullshit. But that one was cool, but I got a little fucked up before the show. Like, I fucked around and fuck, dude. I think I like ate like methadone. Like, somebody, I was looking for like some opiates to pop beforehand or something. I was just having them
Yeah,
little
that's a weird one.
pre-stage jitters. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to take the edge off, and I fucking was up there like puking damn near. That was a fucked up show.
Yeah, that's
And then
hardcore.
from there, we did a little bit of localizing, bouncing around. Like, the whole rest of the little get down did a bunch of shows out in like the Delta area and some other spots around here. And then we fucked around and booked Andre Nicotina.
Oh
So when
man,
we
the
booked
legend.
Nicotina, that show
Woo!
was popping, bro. Like, everybody from Frisco all the way to Sacramento was coming in and centering right where we were in Martinez, California, dog. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now you got the county seat, so you got the whole sheriff's department up in there, you got the whole city cops up in there. So now everybody's kind of localizing out front. Shit
Yeah.
started kind of popping off a little weird.
Conglomerate,
Some shots got
conglomerate.
fired and nobody got hit, but it ended up being where like we almost couldn't really book a venue for a minute. We had to up our insurance and all that stupid shit.
Ooh,
So we
that
got
that
all
was
that worked out,
the
and then we ended up booking another show with Haystack. I don't know if y'all know who Haystack is,
Haystack, yeah.
but we booked a show with Haystack. A lot of the local fucking I want to say so obviously it's the local white boys, right? But it's not like when I say local white boys, I'm not saying it like in the terms of like your local like fucking Peckerwoods or skinheads or stupid shit like that,
No,
right? I'm just
no.
saying like your local average fucking white high school kid that would like Eminem was
Yeah, that
now
they came
was
up in the
now
crowd.
hearing that and going, "Oh, this is some gutter white boy shit," you know?
Yeah, something they
So
could relate to.
we end up booking this fool out here, selling hella tickets, sold out the show. Fools were flying up from LA and a bunch of other places because that fool had never been on this side of the coast before.
Word.
So turns out he returns the first. So he says that his baby mama's having pregnancy complications at first, and then he wanted another. I don't know. It was like fucking 3 grand up front and the first plane ticket, and he was going to smash out here real quick and then do the show and smash back. So
Yeah.
we sent him the 3 grand, the fucking plane ticket, first class plane ticket. This fool takes the plane ticket, returns it, gets the cash value on it, and just ghosts us. So now we're sitting at a
Mhm.
venue getting ready to do a show, and we got like fucking 400 angry ass people from all over California that showed up to see this full haystack,
Yeah.
and they don't
Club.
think because of the music that fool was putting out at the time and because of the shit that was going on, they didn't think that he juiced us. They literally thought that we lied and said we had him just to book our own show and get people to show up.
Oh, that's
So it was
crazy.
like they tried to hit us with like a false advertising thing, so then the lawyers had to go and get involved with his shit, and the whole fucking lawsuit ended up happening over the fucking the money situation and like a closed claims fucking court situation or some stupid shit that had to do with the two record labels. So once that shit all fizzled out, we ended up doing like I think 2 more shows, and then the credibility was almost smashed at that point, right? Because
Oh, you had to
you
build
had
back up.
people who like understood and like really was with the shit and knew what we were doing,
Right.
and that credibility remained, but the people who like were coming from other places and trying to like see what was going on, that credibility was gone, bro. Like there wasn't nobody from nowhere else trying to come up and do no shows with us or see no shows or had nothing to do with the situation that they had going on. So they ended up fucking just kind of fizzling out from a record label and kind of stopping with the music scene and going into like everybody was kind of getting older. They started doing like a because it all started as a memorial for my dead homie. The whole
Oh,
record label, all
you had
that.
told me something
It all
about that.
started as a memorial for my dead homie. So
Rest in
they ended
peace.
up kind of fizzling out of the music and going into like a cook-off thing. They did like a annual like cook-off in remembrance of them and shit like that. So the music scene faded off, but it was all rampant during the hyphy movement, bro. So it really like being in the Bay during that time
I
and
can
being
only
able to kind of
imagine
like
being there. I'm sorry to interrupt. I can only imagine being there in that time because I was
yeah, to
around
to
at
be
that
able to
time.
associate with these people and like have that kind of reach when it comes to like the music shit. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, we used to just sit on the porch at my boy's studio right there on Pacheco and fucking Martinez, bro. And
Mm.
some names that you wouldn't even believe sat on that porch just tripping was there tripping, bro. Like we used to just kick it with the Jacka. Like that fool used to just come over. So my boy Dre V and the Jacka, their moms were blood cousins. I mean
Oh,
blood
really?
sisters.
But
So them
sister,
fools were blood cousins. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So
right, right,
once you
that's
end
good.
up like getting in where people have that family tie and it's not just
It's all
a
about who
music
you know.
relationship,
Yeah,
yeah, that shit comes in. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely, bro.
at that point, it's like the music, and then I got to a point in life where because I tattoo too, that's how it started. So I got
Yeah,
to a point where like the music wasn't really popping. It was starting to fizzle out. We weren't really doing shows, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just focus on the tattooing and just working, taking care of the kids." You know what I mean?
yeah, of
So
course.
the music kind of faded off for a little bit, and then I got into this phase where I was just eating Xanax bars all the time. So
Yeah,
like
yeah,
if you listen to it's the Dope and Tears album. I was
yeah.
really on dope and I was really shedding tears when I wrote that album, dog. You know
You're
what I'm saying? Like
pouring
I was
your heart
spitting
out.
dope and tears, bro. So it's like
Yeah,
on that one,
a lot of your
and
music
the
shows
brothers
that.
from another mother, I mean, we was sitting in a trap house, like literally busting down. I never did meth. Like for everybody out there listening, I was never that's a big thing in my community. It's
Yeah,
rampant, and that was something I didn't fuck with. But
yeah, and that's very much
everybody fucks with the powder every once in a while, and fucking I got to where it was more than every once in a while. So I had to just kind of reel myself back in and hone myself down. But once COVID hit and I kind of had that time where like not all the responsibility was on like trying to get in there and get everything done and trying to keep the bills paid and all that shit. When I
yeah.
really got back, oh yeah, those are my two favorite bros, the Xanax and the Laura tabs.
And the bars,
Uh
Lord has a white sheet.
yeah, so when we got back into the music, it was more like a if you go on some of my videos and just look at like my videos when I first hopped on YouTube. So like I had a little bit of a YouTube presence, but it wasn't much. And then I hopped on YouTube really like posting my music to just have a place where if I ever lost my phone or like lost the studio, I could go back and pull my tracks back off. It was like my cloud, you know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah,
if
it's
other
save it
people if
somewhere.
other people seen that shit, then cool. I was fucking with it. You know what I mean? Other
Yeah,
people got to
yeah.
see it. But if not, I wasn't even tripping. It was just a place for me to hold my shit down and
I have
kind of
the same
network
thing.
or go
MySpace.
somewhere and be like, they'd be like, "Oh, where's your music at?" And I'd be like, "Oh, just pop it up on YouTube. We could play it, if we go to a party or some shit."
Yeah,
And then like
for
my son was like, "Oh, you rapper daddy?" He was hella little, right? And I was like,
yeah,
"Yeah, son, we'll do it, right?" So then he was like trying to get on tracks and talk on the microphone with me. So it made
I
it go from like something that I was doing just as like an outlet to something I was doing to like kind of give my son like different skill sets. Cause like even if he doesn't end up like writing music or recording music, he already grabs his little phone and records little songs on his phone and shit and comes out and
oh
shows me
man,
and they're dope. He makes his own little beats and shit. So it's like at that point, if I just give him another outlet, something to focus on, it
yeah,
it 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 helps me as well as helps him because it helps me kind of vent. So my songs are venting frustrations and anger, like almost all of them, unless it's like a kind of upbeat
true.
song, and then it's still venting frustration and anger. You know what I mean? Because
One
life
thing I
is not.
One thing I gotta tell you is I really respect you as a father, as a family figure. You do really good on that. We can see that it comes through in your lives. Like seriously, bro.
Yeah, bro. I've had people that have been on both sides of that fence, right? Because you know, I'm I was raised by a single alcoholic mom and my dad was in prison. So my mom was a yeller. My mom was a you're gonna fucking listen to me or I'm gonna beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my kids, my oldest son, I spoiled him for so damn long that I just can't even beat the asshole out of him no more. He just a fucking dickhead. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah,
when it catches me on live at certain points, people are like, "Oh, wait till you fucking crash out and blah, 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 and you fucking yelling at your kids. I can tell you're a piece of shit by the way you talk to your kids." And it's like, listen, bro, you can't tell what I am because if I walked you in my kid's room right now, if I showed you the shit that my kids eat for dinner, if I showed you the clothes that my kids wear, you wouldn't
yeah,
be calling me a piece of shit, bro. I take good care of my kids. Now, am I stern? Yes. Am I strict? Yes. I didn't have a fucking dad in the house. And I know what I went through because I didn't have guidance, and I don't want my kids to go through that shit. So if I got to be the fucking asshole who yells at them, and when they get older, they go, "Oh man, thank you for fucking being so stern and holding me down, bro." You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Then that's what it
yeah,
takes. It is what it is. So
yeah. I love that. I love that, man.
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
It's I mean it's a different life, bro. Growing up, not really having both your parents there, and then being the one that's all you really want. You know what I'm saying? Is to have both your parents there for your kids. So it's like even if there's funk
I
between
see
me
that.
and the wife, like it ain't never gonna be enough funk that like I need to go
Separate.
somewhere else and do some shit like that. My kids come first, bro. Having a full household for my kids comes before anything. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
yeah,
That's
hell yeah.
solid as fuck. But
Yeah,
back
man.
to the rapping though. So like, if someone was to follow you a day, what's the day like? What's it look like an average day in your life? Like straight up.
So so on we'll bust it down with so on a work day, get up at 3, bus off, go to work, 2 hour drive in, 2 hour drive home, building hospitals and doing regular fucking grown man blue collar shit, and then
Sheesh.
come home and chill with the kids. You know what I mean? On an average weekend, we'll post up, go out, do a little lunch thing, run around with the fam. You know what I'm saying? But on an average day back in the day, bro, it was popping up whenever the fucking bars wore off, grabbing a
Yeah.
pocket full of money, a
Yeah.
pocket full of trees, and a pocket full of pills, and fucking we was gone. You know what I'm saying? Friday night, it was Thursday to Friday. We was going and getting a bag. We was going to the homie's house, throwing down the barbecue, slamming the darts, doing the tattoo. I mean, like it gets active when I was active. Now I'm just an old man doing tattoos and fucking showing off the music I used to make. And so it's like you gotta understand when you've been making music for this long, it grows with you. Like you could hear it now in my music. It's
Yes.
more like
Yes.
storytelling about the shit I used to do. And then if you check the music from like 6 years ago, it's like you're hearing about some shit that like I'm kind of still in the middle of and fucking with. And then like you hear some shit from like 15, 20 years ago, and it's like you could tell I'm just a young, grimy, like in the middle of the shit, fucking
I, I
running
think if
through.
you Yeah, I think if you were to go back to fucking almost any rapper that can actually rap and is lyrical, it's gonna be something like that. It's gonna be, what was going on then at that time,
Yeah,
and
exactly,
and then you're
exactly.
still gonna be growing as a person outside of that. You're still gonna be trying to, step your game
Well,
up.
yeah, your music grows as you grow. You know what I'm saying? And the shit you do in your life. So it's like you almost gotta understand that like most musicians nowadays and most artists, bro, they're just a voice. Like you'll find somebody, they'll be singing some cover song of somebody else's. They get picked up by some A&R, some conglomerate. Somebody comes in and they sit down in a room and write songs together, and then that fool comes out and Justin Bieber's it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So it's like
yeah.
there's not a lot of people that are organic like I am. You know what I mean? That like really could just sit down and put a beat on and
No,
throw some shit
absolutely.
out and stay
Crazy.
on beat the whole time. Like when I rap, I don't ever try to jam a word in there or shove some shit in that don't fit or you know what I'm saying? I may come off monotone sometimes. Like a lot of people don't like when a rapper's just talking on the mic, right? When you're doing a song and you sound like you're just talking over a beat. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
as I grew, I kind of my voice went from like a so went it went from like a higher like smoother, faster tone, like silky tone, to like a gravelly tone with a little bit of slower to it. To now, for some reason, every time I fucking put a beat on, I can't get out of that high beat per minute range. So I'm literally listening to it and I'll like try to start off slow and then all of a sudden I'm like
I
just
know
fucking
exactly what you
spitting, bro.
mean.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
the fuck? Why can't I just like so I fucks with Burner, bro. That was the one I was holding back is
Andrew, we'll get
Burner.
to you at
So
the end.
most important message you want fans to get from your music. That no
Like and
matter where
subscribe.
you come from, dog,
Yeah,
no matter where you come from, right? you can learn from what you've been through. If you listen to my music may sound like it's
Knowledge.
glorifying like a certain lifestyle, or like it's condoning certain things, but you have to
Yeah,
understand that the shit that
it's
I
growth.
went through is the shit that I put down, and we can all grow from it. You know what I'm saying? So the one thing I want, so like I would love to know, because there's been times where like I was really down and out, and it's been music that popped up at that moment that really simmered
Take
me
you back.
down or helped me get through it, or helped me with that situation. So it would be cool to hear stories of how songs that I have would fucking, help somebody get through some shit, or they put some slap on and they were gonna fucking just crash out, and they threw my shit on, and either they
Right.
crashed the fuck out to
Yeah,
my shit, or
yeah,
fucking it
yeah.
helped talk them off the ledge. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think a lot of people, straight up, they could put on their shit, and a lot of people are gonna relate to that. They come through some
yeah,
hard times. Yeah,
yeah.
and you've been
Yeah,
through
because
some
I've
hard
been
times.
I've been through some shit, bro. And it's like, and coming up out here, you see shit. Like I've been through fentanyl deaths. I've been through fucking shooting deaths. I've been through partners getting stabbed. I've been through situations where motherfuckers was trying to shoot at us and stab us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you come up in an area where you're not dealing with the regular gang violence that you deal with in other areas. You're dealing with organic neighborhood gangs. It's like people who they're gonna rep for that block, bro. And like if they feel like
Yeah,
something you're doing is encroaching on what they're doing for their block, they gonna come at your head. That's just the way the Bay Area is. You know what I'm saying?
real shit.
So,
Um,
but
Andrew's asking a question that I actually probably already know the answer to, but what does success really mean to you, Double?
okay, so
What does it
let's
look like?
see. Success to me, right? Success to me would be, I mean, I feel like I'm successful already.
Right, that's
I
what
do.
I
I feel
feel
like
like
I'm
that.
successful already in the aspect of like I work hard for the life that I have. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to music success, I guess like I said, when somebody is like, bro, so look, I'm gonna come at you with this one. Jelly Roll. I fuck with Jelly Roll, right? I fuck with Jelly Roll tough. I fuck with Jelly Roll back when Jelly Roll was a little fat white kid with cornrows in his hair and fucking barely
Yeah,
knew how to rap. So I've been fucking with Jelly Roll for a long time. To see the shit that Jelly Roll is able to do for the people that are truly affected by his music, that's
amazing.
success to me, bro.
That
Like
is
that's
success.
success to me.
You are
You know what I'm
hitting that.
saying? Like
Thank
when I
you.
can when I can have a motherfucker really sit there and just be like, bro, your fucking music just changed something in me. Like that's success when it comes to music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. I'll
So, and
take
it's like,
that.
because when it comes to personal success, like I said, I've been around some of the hottest names in the Bay Area, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's like if you ever heard of the song I Got Five on It, the Loonies,
Lunes.
yeah,
Lunes.
Yuck Mouth and Numbskull, bro. I literally sat and ate chicken wings and snorted cocaine with Numbskull. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I've
Mhm.
been I've been in the shit. The homie, yeah, Jelly Roll is good people, bro, for real, off top. So
Yeah,
Burner,
like
like
I
I was
was
saying,
saying,
Burner was my holdback. So Burner came through with the Jacka. When Burner first started fucking making music, bro, him and the Jacka was real tough. Well, Jacka was tough at the studio all the time. So Burner came through the studio, was trying to fuck with my little white boy fucking producer, and he was like, "Nah, I ain't fucking with nobody unless they're black right now. I'm trying to make my
ooh,
name out there,
it's
and I'm just
ugly.
trying to really dig my feet in, and I just been working with a bunch of like Mexican and white artists, and like I'm trying to get into a different area of
I
pushing this
get
shit." That's what he told him.
it.
And then
Yeah, that's
Burner
how it
blew the fuck up. So now I go over, if I'm around that fool and I play Burner, he be hella mad. He's like, turn that shit off. I'm like, don't be salty, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I fucked with I fucked with big names in the game. And not all of them were big names at the time. You know what I mean? But to be able to cross paths with some of these people. And then there's other people like that'll get salty over that shit. They'll be like, "Oh, fucking, I used to fuck with that fool, and fucking that fool don't
uh,
even remember me, and blah 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 blah." You know what I'm saying? I give a fuck. Or why did he blow up and I didn't blow up? Well, because that motherfucker poured every single fucking ounce of fucking it. So I'm gonna tell you right now, when Jelly Roll first started rapping and I was rapping, we were rapping at the same time. We were both barely throwing videos on YouTube and woo woo. He was in an area where localized music is more recognized. In the
Yep.
Bay Area, bro, you are not gonna get radio play. You're not. I went to Washington where my cousin lives, and they got a radio station up there that's specifically tailored for local musicians so they could play their music on this radio station, right? We
Well,
don't
we have
have
that
that
up
shit up here,
here.
bro. Yeah, see,
We
we
have
don't
it
have that up
here.
here. They're gatekeeping up here. You literally have to be like in the pocket of somebody, bro, to get your music played out here. And I remember there was one song, and it was with the boy Jack Nasty and the homie Farley and a couple other people, and that shit got radio play on
Mm,
106.1 at the noon slot. It was like noon in the afternoon. And I just happened to be flipping through the radio station and heard that shit for the one drop that it had on the
ooh,
radio.
like,
And it was like,
oh,
that shit was like, oh, like you hear that shit? Bro. So I can remember the first time I was chilling. We were at a park or some shit. We were all kicking it. And somebody drove by that had to have kind of knew who he was because when they drove by, they were slapping our music. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
everybody kind of
yeah.
went all wow, ah shit, that's our slab, you know. So everybody got a little, yeah, everybody got a little jumpy and woo woo. But it's like when you come out of a concert, out of a show, and there's all those people in the parking lot that are just leaving your show, and they're all
Yeah.
slapping your song and fucking burning out in the parking lot and fuck coming up and dapping hands and doing the whole get down. Like it's a different feeling, bro. So it was cool. It was cool to have been able to utilize that and enjoy that during that era of music because there was something I wanted to touch on. I know I'm a talker, bro, so you're gonna have to cut me off if you got other specifics, but there was
No,
something I
you
wanted to
take
talk
it, bro.
on, and it
Double, you
was
got it. This is
when
what I
you
love. This is what I want.
when
So
you
I'm
try
sorry.
when you try to rap, right? When you like me and you're a white boy and you trying to rap, you're already gonna get scrutinized just for doing something that they're saying is somebody else's culture, right? So
Yeah,
I don't rap about anybody else's lifestyle or culture, right? I may
right,
take a genre of music that people may think is tailored for one specific whatever the fuck, right?
right.
Culture, but a culture isn't a color, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just
Yeah,
because my skin is white, bro, don't get it twisted. Like I'm different than your average Caucasian, bro. You know what I mean? So at that point, it's like what you have to understand is when you grow up and you got like your people in your neighborhood and whoop de woo. Most of the people I grew up around are like hardcore fucking like Coco County criminals, bro, like prison
yeah,
terms, and their daddies was doing prison terms. And I got fucking a homie in prison right now for another 3 years on a fucking 16-year bid. I got homies that beat murder charges, right? So it's like when you're
yeah,
coming up around those people and you're trying to be a rapper, all my fucking white homies are like, you're the fucking blackest white person I've ever met. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because it's they're not used to the shit that I'm trying to lay down on them, bro. But then when I start spitting what I'm talking about, and they're hearing the fact that like I'm talking about the shit we all grew up doing, like I'm
right.
literally like spitting out some of the shit that I went through watching my homeboys do that I wasn't even involved in, but because it was the same group of fucking people, like I was in the mix of it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
in
yeah. They make
situations
stories too.
in situations that you may not have been in, but your homies was in and you learn from and you're making music about it, you get as long as you ain't trying to steal that clout and you giving the flowers where they're due, bro, homies respect you. So it's like what most people gotta understand is
Like
when
you
you're not
said,
real about what you're spitting, the people you grew up with won't respect your music. You know what I mean?
right.
So the simple fact that like
Yeah.
the people I grew up with hop on my shit, slap my shit, respect what I talk about. It just validates the fact that what I'm saying isn't just bullshit on the microphone. It's
Yeah,
I'm really spitting facts. You know what I mean? And it's like
absolutely.
there's like so kids nowadays with music, right? Kids are doing all the AI shit and typing in what they want a song to be about, and it pops up a whole song on AI for them and whoop de woo.
I did that with my theme song the other day. That's just crazy. 3 words
Yeah,
and it's like Magnum show. Like, what is
yeah.
this?
It'll literally spit you out a whole ass verse, and like I've never done it where it makes the song for you. He just did it where, because I'm like, show me, bro. So he brings it out and he literally types in some shit and it gives me the verse. Like if I was gonna rap it. But then I'm like
Yeah,
reading it and I'm like trying to think of a bit and I'm just like, this is hella weird. Like I couldn't even
and
fucking,
you
but
can
it's like
relate
these
to
kids
that.
nowadays, that's what they're gonna be doing, bro. So when it comes to like real organic music, bro, that like comes from the soul, dude, and like comes from your
Yeah,
life and what you've lived, you're not gonna get that no more because everybody's trying to go gang goofy and take the easy way out.
and I
So it's
think
like
I
at
think
that
that's
rate,
where I think that's where we're about to pop off because it's actual art instead of. I mean,
yes,
you can
bro,
call
you
what they're
getting
doing
real life
art,
poetry, dog. Like the
right?
shit that I'm spitting is
Exactly.
real poetry. You know what I'm saying? It's something
100%.
that I literally had to sit and take a pen and like think about and make sure that
You had to
all that shit,
live. You had to
all that
experience and
shit
live.
weave together. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
yeah, it's
that's
a
a
trip,
painting
bro.
for your ears. That's artwork for your ears right there.
Yeah, 100%, bro. And I'm an artist. That's what I do. You know what I mean? It's like I've literally like, so when I was, I want to say 14, maybe 14, I went to a concert and dude came out into the crowd and I snagged his backstage pass off of his jacket because he was wearing a big ass jacket and wasn't paying no attention. So I just kind of peeled it off and stuck it on my shit. So I
Yeah,
snuck backstage and was backstage fucking sneaking in with fucking E40 in them. They was all fucking blowing blood. So it's like
yeah,
I've been wanting to get my motherfucking nipples wet in the music game for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like once I finally got to the point where like I found the studio and was able to fucking jump off the porch and get it active, I got it active, bro. And then when it came to being able, like, we had like 8 tracks and bullshit. Now you just grab a fucking phone and I can make a whole ass rap on this phone. Like it's
yeah.
nothing. You know what I'm
Which
saying?
is, I mean, that's taking. I'm saying it's creating a lane again for us rappers to go into because no one's gonna be wanting that same recycled garbage that doesn't relate to humans.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
it's just most of the music nowadays is just fucking boasting about, it's either drill music talking about killing your enemies and whoop whoop, or it's fucking both. It's like I'm going to the club with this dope ass car and I'm about to get me some bitches. Like,
Yeah,
cool. Another Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
what the fuck,
yeah.
bro? So at
And
that
then
point, I mean, it is what it is, but we do what we do. We just try to keep it lit.
absolutely.
Oh man, I was trying to, damn.
And
I was
green
trying to
screen.
throw. Yeah, but I fucked up. I made some shit for the fucking live so I could throw my little YouTube page up there in case there was anybody in here, you know what I mean? But I didn't send it to the
It
right
ain't
phone.
there.
Nah, I fucking left it on the other phone. I didn't send it to this phone. I fucked up.
You need to check your boy out. LA Double. What is it? The real LA Double 925.
Yeah, that's the ad symbol. You could just type in LA Double Music, Ladubble, and that shit'll pop up. Hop on your boy's
Right.
chat, but you know what I mean? I got a full catalog. I got over 535 videos. That includes the shorts, the songs, the categorized playlists. My
You
catalogs stem
you did
from
the
my
most.
page to other pages. So if you go down to like if you go down below my albums, you'll see playlists that are sectioned off, and when you hit those it's got like other artists that I've worked with and their fucking platform, so you can hop on their shit and go through. It'll show
Yeah,
you their shit, it'll show you what I'm on their catalog, shit like that.
yeah, yeah.
20
Everyone go
years
check
worth of
it out.
music, bro. 150 fucking songs plus for sure, you know what I mean?
Easy, easy, and fucking you do it. You put it out
Huh?
there. Oh, we got
Yeah,
the
I hear him.
website. What don't we hear?
That might be no joke. You spit your beer out about what?
What
If you could
happened?
swap with a rapper's life for a day, who and what would you do?
Oh yeah, yeah, I saw him
Oh,
yesterday.
if I was gonna swap, it'd be Jelly Roll. I gotta get
Jelly
me some
roll,
I
I knew.
gotta get me some Bunny XO on the ranch, dog. I hope the
Dog, I
wife's
knew.
listening.
I read that question. I was like, "You didn't say Jelly Roll. You just said
Yeah,
it."
Jelly Roll, that's new money, baby. I would jump in there, fucking mob the light. He got hella cool ass homies. Like his drum fucking bro. He got homies from like back when he was a kid that just rock with him, bro. That'd be so dope to get to a point where you could fucking where you could run it back like that. You know what I'm saying? And just be like, hey, bro, and call up a whole ass like 20 of your boys and pay them every day, every day.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. That's the plan. That's the goal right there. Be able to put your boys
Just
on.
bread your homies all day long, bro, and then not even put a dent in your fucking pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Not to mention that's what we're trying to do right here, folks.
Yeah, that'd be living.
Seriously, that's the dream right there for me. But it's not about me. Anyways, shit, man. What else we got? You got anything else you want to pop off on them?
Fuck, man. Other than just tap in, bro, we gonna start fucking hitting these lives, bro. We gonna start doing shit direct. You know what I mean? I fucks with it, bro. Like I hop on my live right now. I play some music off every once in a while in the background, and we just bullshit and show you how it is to fucking to just live life, man. We work hard and we do what we can to fucking take care of ours, man. I just want y'all to respect that, don't neglect that. You know what I mean? And check out your boy, bro. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming on, being the first guest for me. You know, it wasn't that easy
So
for me.
what happened was my grandmama was a country, right? My grandmama was country. So she anytime I was around my grandma only country. So my granddaddy wrote a fucking song that Merle Haggard ended up. So my granddaddy was drunk one night playing a song for his homeboy. His homeboy recorded it on like a little audio recorder, ended up selling it, and Merle Haggard ended up with it. So it's like my family got deep roots in music, but what tipped it off with the hip hop, bro, was I think I was like 7 years old, and there was this like contest on fucking Wild 1077. It's now 94.9 in our area or whatever, right? And I was like fucking 7 years old trying to do a little like rap demo to send these fools in like the kitchen at my uncle's house and shit. And then I want to say, so my mom used to, so we was really like Mac Dre robbed the pizza parlor that like I used to eat at with my baseball team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's
this is
like we
boy.
was really, it was really like in the mix with the localized music. So like when it comes to the Bay Area, you push your music out of like the trunk of your car, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we used to sling CDs and tapes out the trunk of the car, and I can remember going up at the flea market and my pops buying a tape, and it was a Mac Mall tape, bro. And he bought
That's
that shit
mom, one of my
from Mac
inspirations.
Mall out of his trunk. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
fucking
But it's like
deep.
we used to fuck with Too Short, like Too Short, my older cousins and shit. I got
Too
older
short.
cousins, so it's
For
like when I
cuss
go ahead,
words was one of the first
yeah,
shit I
bro.
always
Hey,
remembered and sung on the fucking playground.
you don't fight the feeling, bro. Don't fight the feeling, bro.
Oh,
That was like one of the first ones that I can remember. Like anytime I would try to find a Too Short tape, like I was trying to put "Don't Fight the Feeling" on. That song was, and I was like 7, 8 years old, bro. That song was flat even back then. So,
hell yeah.
but we fuck with it, bro. NWA, all that shit, like it was just ingrained in like my culture because of the
Same.
so my cousins were only like 3, 4 years older than me, but they were already doing that shit. You know what I mean? Like they were in the projects. It was already part of everyday life for them. So I would say it would have to be. I remember my first shit that I really remember slumping was like was Mac Mall and fucking E40, bro, in a major way.
E40,
The E40 in a major way album was like slapped every day at the household. Cause I mean my parents were young, bro. So when they
E40
had
puts a,
me,
sorry, E40
go ahead.
puts a lot of people on. Like I seen him, I played it. I've done two with him.
like pushed like that. You
Allowed
know
to
what I'm
laugh.
saying?
Well, because he's too good of a dude and he be putting way too many people on, it's like I don't want to put that kind of pressure on him when he's
His studio, well, his son's studio, Droopy's studio is right there in fucking Pacheco. It's right in
goofy.
the town I grew up in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it ain't. I mean, but it was just that music was always just an outlet for me. It was like I never wanted to be like famous and dancing on stage and like doing
Dang.
shows for
That's
everybody
not
and
what
putting
I
all my
wanted.
time into it, you know? It's like it's like a fucking motorcycle gang. Like you don't want to give your whole life to a motorcycle gang. I don't want to give my whole life to music, you know? It's the bit, but it's
Mm,
my outlet. It's like it's something I'm good at, but I'm good at a lot of shit. So it's like if I wasn't good at a lot of shit, then maybe the music would be something I poured more time in. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like I'm good at tattoos too, bro. But I stopped pouring my time into tattoos to pour my time into fucking construction because I was getting more of a like a fallback, a
return.
retirement, like, you
Yeah.
know,
I
fucking
mean,
all that shit.
sometimes that's you gotta prioritize. And then sometimes you do have to put it all in and go all in with it. I
Go,
mean,
yeah, you gotta go 100 sometimes. And I just, I ain't really put myself in the position where like that was what I was willing to do. You know what I mean?
right. I
Or
mean, I'm
it may have went further. Like there was that one point where we were like really going, but I still wasn't even all in then. I was like more into tattooing and like partying and just
I was
glamorizing shit,
I
you know?
feel you so much on I was the same way. Like, man, I could go way harder, but like I
Yeah.
don't care to.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, man,
100.
that's crazy. That's awesome though. You come a long ass way too.
Yeah, bro,
And
I did a lot to get where I'm at. And if I could just, be a decent role model for my children at this point, then that's all I'm looking for. You know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely. That's real fatherhood. That's what I always wanted from my pop shit. And I'm
Yeah,
glad
I
to
feel
get
you,
it from
bro.
your
You just got to try to
family.
be the daddy you didn't have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. If I have kids,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
doing that same shit you do for yours.
Fuck yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, yeah, I think that's all we have for you today. I'm
Yeah,
glad.
we good. I appreciate y'all coming in, man, and tapping in with me. I try to
Yeah,
come look when I'm on my lives, bro. I'm kind of just kick back, just fucking doing my own little thing, right? There's not necessarily, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. There's not a persona to being because I'm not a rapper, right? I'm not a rapper. So it's not like I have this persona that I gotta uphold as a rapper, as
right.
opposed to just living my everyday life because I'm the same person on both sides of the spectrum. But
Yeah,
coming on, I appreciate you bringing me on. I try to come on and
absolutely.
kind of put myself in fashion, like if I was gonna go out do a little show or I was gonna
I
go and fuck around with
appreciate
some
that.
people. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
that's
for
what
those
this
of
is
you
for.
who fuck with my live and you in this live for the first time, yeah, your boy look a little different. I put a little grown man on. I got the little speckies out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to keep it 100.
Yeah,
But
this is an
listen,
artist.
uh, catch me, bro. I appreciate every one of you, man. And when you hop in my lives now, bro, don't be scared to hop in the motherfucking comment section, bro. I turned on fucking I turned on whatever the fuck that shit's called, where it's got the little, leaderboard shit and all that in the
Oh,
chat. So we're
yeah,
gonna see if that's gonna help boost the algorithm. We're gonna keep fucking with your boy Corey Maury over here, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Magnum
Magnum.
himself. And
Hey,
holla at your boy, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time, dog. And I can't wait to get you on my platform so we could talk about your life pimping.
you know this. I'll be there.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
check you
All right,
out to
dog.
check
I'm gonna
out.
go make dinner for these kids, and then I'm gonna hop on my live, bro. And I'm gonna try to. So I think when I go on my shit, I'm gonna do it open so I could add people in. But it also makes it small, so I gotta see what's up. But I appreciate you and everything you do, bro.
Same to you, my
Stay
brother.
locked in. All my folks in the chat, man. Much love. If you haven't already, double tap the screen. Subscribe to your boy. He gonna be pushing content out. We gonna be fucking surfing the fucking internet and trying to get him some more people in here so he can get this shit going. And
Yep, maybe get to 1,000.
yeah, let's go. As always, man. I appreciate you. Holla
Appreciate
at
you.
your boy.
Yeah. All right. I'm out, you guys. You guys have a good night. This is Magnum on top. We'll We'll be doing more interviews with more different people every single time. I appreciate y'all, my Magneples. Peace.